talk a little bit about the spectrum of light, the infrared spectrum of light. Obviously, it's not visible. So when you say sunlight coming in, some people watching this would go, wait, mine must be off because I didn't see the sunlight coming in through my sauna. So if you want to talk a little bit about the spectrum of light with infrared, and then you can segue, tail right into that, the full spectrum, and then I'll get into a couple other questions. So that's
okay. So you're 100% right. Infrared spectrum is invisible to the eye. And so you get people that are looking for the light to be the source. Truly, infrared spectrum is defined in science. NASA is probably the best way for you to, for all that are interested, you can Google or you can go to the NASA site, and they'll actually give you the full ranges of all the different frequencies that come from sunlight. So you can't see it, and there are different kinds of formats to bring infrared frequency, that wavelength, into a sauna cabin. And so some of the other companies out there will actually use a light bulb of sort to bring certain frequencies within the spectrum. We've discovered a way that's very unique that creates a composite. We found earth elements that actually generate these frequencies on their own. And then when we electrify them and we add other special formulas, which we'll talk more at length as we get into our interview, collectively, we've been able to harness the full spectrum, which is basically from 600 nanometers all the way out to about 14,000 nanometers. After 1,000, it's called a micron. So it would be, correctly said, it would be 600 nanometers all the way out to around 14 microns of wavelengths. And we've been able to do it in a way that no one else has been able to copy. It's very original work, and it's pretty miraculous. The reason why we've discovered this method, and the reason why we are using full spectrum as a platform, is because essentially one of our rudimentary principles, I call them the pillars of Therasage. So one of the pillars is actually that we try to follow the playbook that nature gave us. Wow, imagine that. I mean, in the Western medical model, the Western medicine, they like to dissect things. Let's find the exact frequency that means this exact thing, and that's the one we're going to isolate. Let's find the exact enzyme or hormone or the exact biochemical, recreate it, make it synthetic, and then put it in a pill format, and then that's going to do this. Well, what we've noticed is that certainly is good in many circumstances, and I don't want to diminish Western medicine because there is certainly a place for it at the table. But we've kind of lost the big picture in the process, Stephen. And I think that having a strong foundation of what nature gave us, that playbook, if we follow that, and then we kind of tweak it a little bit by adding a little extra this and that based on people's symptoms or what their challenge is or what their goals are, is the way to really approach this. And so what we've done with our infrared sauna, as we have with all of our other devices at Therasage, is we've just basically followed nature. We've we harness full spectrum, that is the near, middle, and far frequencies. That's the full range defined by NASA and by science of infrared frequencies. And each of them do different things.
The Healthy Hotline is your go-to resource for leading-edge health technologies and is powered by Therasage. Therasage brings unique, healthy infrared healing energy to the public in easy-to-use and affordable, high-quality products. Subscribe to the Healthy Hotline and get a discount on your next Therasage purchase. Go to solgood.org/healthy hotline. That's SOLGOOD.org/healthy hotline.